Well, hey there folks, and welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here, and it's time for another beer review. It's another virgin beer review. In fact, all the ones I've done today are virgin beer reviews. If you just found us here on YouTube, I just get the housekeeping out of the way, then please help us here on the channel. We're quite new, and I'm going to sort of relaunch it and do a Facebook page and everything. But in the meantime, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share and subscribe to this channel. It's the Hop House. We like hoppy beer, we like good house music. We're on the beer side, as pretty much all the channel has been really, because YouTube doesn't like me putting music up for copyright, even though I've had a DJ license for Christ knows how many years. Anyway, that aside, what we're looking at now is another supermarket IPA. Again, the majority of the channel has been supermarket IPAs. The reason being, it's the Hop House after all, so hoppy beer is what we're looking for, hop forward beers and IPAs and things like that. And also stuff that's readily available, so I can tell you what I think, and then if you want to go out and get some, you can do. Sounds like I'm an influencer. Yeah, because you all want to look like me, don't you? Okay, so what we're reviewing in this video is a beer from North Brewing. They are a brewery based in Leeds, and to be honest, everything I've had from North Brewing I've really liked. So on the channel, I think we've only done the one. We've done the Lost Cosmonauts, which is available in Tesco. It's a strange one though, because it's available £3 a can individually or in a 4-pack for £8, so it knocks it down to £2 a can. If you look at the other beers available in Tesco, it's usually £2.40 for an individual can or 4 for £8. So you're actually getting better value for money with that Lost Cosmonauts. Go get some, because it's tremendous. But this, alas, is another IPA. I've had a few of their beers on draft, on keg, on tap. They've got a Leeds City Centre tap room, which I went to, and I probably had one back in the day from North Bar, because that's where North Brewing came from. If you've ever been to Leeds, North Bar was the sort of original craft beer bar, especially in Leeds. Really long. A lot of it was Belgian beers and international beers and things, but it was a cracking bar. Still is to this day. But now they've got, just sort of underneath the train station, not far from the train station, they've got a city centre tap. You go in there, it's card only. Unfortunately, they don't take cash. But you go in there and they've got a projector screen projecting the menu of the beers, and it's all keg. It's not a cask beer place, it's all keg. But some fantastic beers. So there I had their Sputnik, which is their standard American Pale Ale. I think it's 5%. They had their Pinata. I think it's like a yellow label. Pinata. I think it's Pinata. That was tremendous. So this one I've not had before, and it's in Morrisons. So I got this beer from Morrisons. I'm 3 minutes in, so let's crack on. So from North Brewing, there is your can. It's a bit dented. It's called Modular. And it's an India Pale Ale IPA, 6% on the ABV. A lot of the North beers, it just literally says the N and then that what is it, slash or a lightning strike or something, and then the B underneath, North Brewing. So that's their logo, and that's their actual proper logo with the name in. So if you do see this, quite, recognisable branding, that and that. Should we get it out into the glass? I'm looking forward to this because, like I say, North Brewing, I've really enjoyed what they've done. So if there's anyone listening out there from North Brewing, love your work. Into the glass, I've got my Mrs. Gin glass. So if you are new to this channel, yes, it does just say just add gin, but it's that right shape that you can jig it about so the aroma really comes out. It's good for jigging and whiffing, as I call it. It has got a red tint at the bottom of the glass. For those that follow the channel, I know I've mentioned this before, but for newbies, those that are curious, there's a red tint at the bottom of the glass, so when I pour it in, it might look a bit cocktaily at the bottom. Don't let that fool you. It's just a red tint on the bottom of the glass. Apparently they sell these. Well, I've been having a look all over the place for the beer versions of this. They're called Allegra glasses or something, and they're just all sold out. So I'm having to stick with the Mrs.'s gin glass for now. I have got some other craft beer glasses that I do use, but I thought I'd stick in this one because it's good for jigging and whiffing. Right, into the glass. It looks cloudy and hazy. I'd expect nothing more from North, to be honest, because I think the majority of the stuff I've had from them do follow that to a T. Again, if you are a newcomer or you just want to check out some different beers, don't be afraid by how cloudy and hazy that is. It's meant to be like that. It's probably brewed with oats or lactose. I'm hoping oats. And in the malt bill, so alongside your traditional roasted malt or plain sort of golden malt, they put some oats in there to cloud it up. It gives it a thicker feel in the mouth. It's known as New England style, although a lot of brewers are just doing it anyway now. Clouding it up, hazing it up. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. In fact, that looks like a tremendous beer. See what I said about the red tint? It does look a bit cocktail-esque. But the rest of it looks like fruit juice. And sometimes when beers are like this, especially if it is New England style, they'll dry hop it. So what that means is at the end of the brewing process, or towards the end when it's fermenting, they'll whack the hops in there rather than putting it in the boil kettle when it's boiling up. And when you dry hop it, as they do in New England styles, the hops, especially if it's American hops, I'm guessing this is an American hops. It doesn't have to be. Just because it's cloudy and hazy doesn't mean it's American hops. It just says it's an IPA. It doesn't say it's an American IPA. But when you dry hop it in American hops, it brings out more tropical tropical fruits, tropical fruit flavours, and a little bit more sweeter, so it's less bitter. You put it in the boil kettle in the middle of the brewing, and it gives you the wah of the citrus, zesty, tart, bitter. So that's usually the difference. Right, so let's have a jig about with this. We'll do a bit of lace division later on. Again, for any newcomers, lace division is where I'll swill it in the glass, jig it about, and you can see how it sticks to the side of the glass. You've got a bit of an idea now. But when we put a bit down, we can proper jig it. So yeah, it looks pretty damn good. I can't complain about that at all. It looks the part. Quite bright orange. Again, ignore the pink tint at the bottom. It looks like a glass of, like a smoothie or something with a bit of a foam on top. Right, we'll go for the aroma. So that we put that into there. This is the point of the video for newbies, that we give it a whiff. See what we can sniff? Yeah, it's definitely, I'd say this was a New England style dry hopped or double dry hopped or something. It's sweet smelling. Sweet fruit. Sweet fruit. Yeah, so I'm getting, rather than pithy citrus, grapefruit, lemon and lime, what I'm getting from that is peachy, sweet orange, mango, tiny bit of apricot. I'm not a big fan of apricot, to be fair. Don't mind it in marmalade tasting beer, but I wouldn't eat apricot as a fruit. But when it's in beer, I like the smell and taste of it. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, my missus, my other half, she can't stand tomatoes. She can't eat a tomato. She doesn't like tin tomatoes, but she loves tomato soup. It's her favourite. She likes ketchup. Not that that's really that reminiscent to tomatoes these days, full of sugar in it. But you get the idea. She likes the tomato flavour. Maybe it's just a texture thing. We've all got different palates at the end of the day. Yeah, that smells divine. I'm looking forward to this. My mouth's salivating. Sort of knows what's coming. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. So this is the part in the video where our bottom's up and down the hatch. Cheers. Ooh, not what I was expecting at all. I'm going to go in for another taste. Stand by. Oh, that's disappointing. That looks and smells divine. But the mouth feels quite watery. it looks thick as anything, and I expect it to be quite, thick and really, but there's something about it that just doesn't seem right to me. To you. These beer reviews are all opinion based. I'm not a brewer. I don't brew my own beer. I don't work in the industry. I'm far from an expert. I'm just a fat lad in a kitchen from Yorkshire. But it's the first North beer I'm not keen on. Oh, I'm really disappointed. Oh dear. Right, we'll do some laser vision. Let's keep positive here. I don't want to slag a beer off or a brewery because better than I can do. We'll go ahead and do some laser vision. Look at it lacing the glass. It looks tremendous how it jigs and swills. Again, the way it chases the fizz chases the bottom of the head and it sticks to the side of the glass. It's absolutely bob on. Appearance wise, aroma wise, it's 2 A+. But taste, there's things about that I just tell you what, get the rest of the glass in there because it may well be can conditioned, which means we may have some floaters, although it's that thick and oh no, there is floaters. Right, tell you what, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll rejig, we'll re-whiff, and we'll try again. Stand by once more. Still smells nice and fruity. Okay, so the mouthfeel, despite how that looks, how the appearance on that is, it tastes quite thin and watery. It's bizarre. It hasn't got the usual sort of cloudy, thick mouthfeel that's like, whoa, and it sort of coats the side of your mouth. It tastes thin and watery. The mouthfeel is thin and watery. Taste-wise, it's fruity, yes, but it just tastes like a flat smoothie. Or like a concentrated fruit juice or something. It's not necessarily zesty or bitter. It's just there's a little bit of orange there, a bit of peach. The mango's not really in the taste, not sweet enough for mango. And it sort of just comes and goes, and then it leaves your mouth quite dry. Not tart bitterness, not tart fruit aftertaste like we've had on other beers, just quite dry. That's a shame. That really is a shame, because I'm a big fan of North Brewing. Their Sputnik is amazing. The Lost Cosmonauts they have in Tesco is out of this world. But that is, I'm not feeling it. Drink fresh. Right, see what information we've got on the can. Modular, India Pale Ale, ingredients: barley, oats, hops, and yeast. Don't think it tells us what the hops are. No. Vegan friendly. Best before date. So, pack 6, 16th of the 1st, 2021. So it was canned in January. Best before 16th of October. So we're now coming nearly the end of September. So probably just under a month left of it. So it's not, I guess, in its prime best before date. It's still best before. And I've done beers on the channel from like places like Low Cost Beer where it's beyond the best before date and they've been tremendous. That's really disappointing. Ooh. I really like North Brewing. North Brewing, for me, are up there with the likes of Vocation, Northern Monk, Ossett, Salt. They're just a really good Yorkshire brewer, and I'm surprised I really don't like this. When I say really don't like it, it's okay. It's just put me on a, I don't want to say a downer. I'm not like depressed or anything, but I was just, I built it up and I was expecting more, and that's just a bit meh. I don't think it delivers personally for me. I'm not a brewer, I don't work in the industry, so it's just personal opinion. Right, rating. So if you're new to this channel, I give it a thumbs up if I like it, thumbs down if I don't, thumbs in the middle. Give it double thumbs up or 2 thumbs up and try and stick my leg in the air and give a foot, then I absolutely love it. I'm going to give that a middle. It's not worth the thumbs down because I don't want to like chuck it down the sink or anything. But I don't think I'd buy it again. A thumbs up means I'll buy it again. Thumb and a half means, yeah, that's great. 2 thumbs up is like, oh my word. And 2 thumbs up if I try and add a foot in there and follow my arse on camera. Then you might get 250 quid from You've Been Framed. It just means I love it. And this, I don't love it. I don't even particularly like it that much. It's meh. That middle of the ground means that if someone bought me it, I'd drink it again. But that's probably the only time I would. I'm very underwhelmed. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll do another beer review shortly here on the Hop House. So stay tuned. Ta very much for watching. Ciao for now, people.